everyone, welcome back to Wendy's Decorium. Right, I'm going to be following on from the Christmas in July video I did last week with the white baubles. I'm going to make myself some new ornaments, and I thought white Aqua Cast is just perfect. It's tasteful. So I'm going to be using this mould today, and for the first time I've never added like silver foil into aquacast or gold foil, any kind of flake. I've never tried it, so I thought I'd use this today and perhaps just put it on the ends of the branches. And I was thinking I might do that, the bauble that hangs from it, in resin. Might change my mind on that, but we'll see where it goes. So let's see if I can get some of these in here. They're a bit all chunkified. Chunkified. Right, let's see. Just want them. So it's like a reverse, really. If you had a silver tree with white snow on the branches, I'm doing it the opposite. That's what I have in mind anyway. We'll see if it actually works out. I'll get a brush in a moment and brush it in, but as you can see, I'm trying to put it up the walls of the mould as well. I have no idea whether this is going to, whether the aquacast is going to pick it up, but we shall give it a try. Just thought, you know, white and silver, very tasteful decorations. We usually have quite a traditional tree, you know, greens, red and gold. You just fancy a change sometimes, don't you? You know, same old, same old. Gets a bit boring after a while. Anyway, I wonder what everybody else's colour schemes are for the tree. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what colour your tree is. I might change from white and silver, hearing everybody else's. Right, there we go. I think that's right. I don't know whether to put, this is the base that the tree stands in. Oh well, I'll put a few bits on there. There's a massive big clump all stuck together in my pot. Right, just pop a few pieces down willy-nilly. That's me, willy-nilly. I think that should do. Right, I'll just get a brush, a nice soft brush. I have got one somewhere. Very cute, this little, it's a little makeup brush set. Got it from Primark. I don't think our American viewers have Primark, but it's like a clothes shop, homeware shop. They sell everything really cheap. Anyway, that's, yeah, ideal for these. Right, I'm just going to burnish them in. My thoughts are, if I burnish them, I think it's got some, if I burnish them, it might not cause any air bubbles. That's my thoughts anyway. I had some powder on that brush. Some chameleon powders, I think. I'm going to end up with a purple tree, which I'm sure is very lovely, but not what I want. Right, just going round them all, making sure there's no floaters. I think that's enough. Like I say, I'm mainly, predominantly white. Don't want to be all silver. There we go. Right, I'll get some aquacast mixed up and I'll see you back. Aquacast mixed up. I used a white jasmonite pigment and we're just going to give it a pour. I made 400 grams of powder and 140 grams of water for this. Right, there we go. Don't know how much it takes. I'm not really very good at measuring my moulds. Don't want to overfill it because it has to fit in the slot in this base. I think I might have already overpoured it. I do have some spare moulds. If I've got some left. This one's not too bad if you overpour, because that's the all. Right, let's have a look. Let's see. We need something to go in there. Around there. Yeah, I might have overpoured that. A bit of a jiggle. Anything that goes over can be broken off. You've seen me before, just snap it off. Need to take some back out of that. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. Right, and I do have some left. I've had these molds for a very long time. Just got them from Amazon. Oh, probably about 5 years ago. There's an air there. I usually use them with clay, air dry clay. So we'll give them a try with Aqua Cast, shall we? See what happens. Still got a bit left. Right, they really do need it, because there's a lot of intricate details. There we go. I'll leave that to dry and I'll be back with you. Time for demold. I've left them a couple of hours. Let's see if this foil's stuck. Gold, silver leaf, whatever you want to call it. Right, like I say, I've not done that, although it's seriously tempted. If it comes out all right and the gold silver leaf is in it, I'm tempted to do it in that. Let's just leave it like that for the time being. Let's demold the stand. A bit of overpour, no problems. Oh, it's stuck. Oh my. It worked. How wonderful. Yes. There's a bit come off there, but everything else is stuck. Oh, how wonderful. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sand the backs, make them nice and smooth, and seal it with sealing wax, and do something about these little tiny air bubbles there. Well, there's one there, and I'll be right back. This and this have been sealed now with the sealing wax. I made a bauble. Now I was going to make it out of resin and put something in it, a photograph, but I have searched my house high and low and I cannot find a photograph small enough to fit that. So I've made some decals on my Cricut maker. I don't know if you can see them, I hope so. I've decided to go for that one, and I'm going to stick it onto the bauble. And for some reason, there's a little yellow mark on top of the bauble. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix that. Right, let's line these trees up. Oh, there's a reindeer come off the edge. Never mind, we'll sort that out. Me and my measurements, I'm afraid. Now I've left this to dry, but it's still refusing to stick. So, let's see. I might have to pull it off. I'm going to put a layer of UV resin over the top of this. And I'm only using UV just for speed, really. Right. I'm just teasing them off. It's been out in the sun most of the morning. I thought it would be bone dry. But no, it isn't. I'll just do it gently. Like I say, we're going to be putting resin over the top of this. So hopefully it doesn't rise up when the resin goes on it. I tell you, what a day I've had in the craft room. Some days you just should not be doing anything. You're just not fit. Everything has gone wrong this morning. So don't expect this to be any different, really. That reindeer wants to pop up. There we go. I'll just get the paper that it was on and I'll give it a rub. A really good burnish. I think that's done it. Just need to go around it with a craft knife. See if we can take this off without taking my finger off. There we go. There we go. The burnish. Right, we can try the UV resin now. But before we do, I just want to show you this. Fits in the stand like that. Now you can either glue it in or leave it as it is. I think I will leave it like that, let it just stand in it. It does stand all right, only because of easiness to put it away after Christmas, you know, box it up and then it lies flat. Right, I'll put some music over this and I'll be right with you. Okay, it's shining off. Can you see the design? Try and see if I can get it so you can see it all. Right, now to attach it to the tree, but first I'm going to use this silver chrome marker and I'm just going to colour around there for the simple reason it's got that yellow stain on. That's the only reason. And I'm going to put this on the tree using this silver elastic. Well, I'm going to try. If it doesn't work, I might have to use chain or something like that. I'll speed this up for you, and I'm going to edge all around the tree and the base with the same silver chrome pen. Okay. Right, there we go. There's a finished piece. Now, like I say, you can put anything you want in there, a photograph, as long as you laminate the photograph or seal it with something first. You can also put something on the other side as well. I'm going to take some photos and I'll leave them at the end for you. Thank you so much if you've actually got to this part. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week. All right, bye-bye.